Jacqueline. I am the founder of Connecting Atlanta, and you guys have already met the beautiful Bianca. And what's
Thank
your
you.
company, Bianca?
It's Pearson Investment Holdings.
Pearson Investment Holdings. Okay.
Yeah.
And so fantastic. So one of the biggest things that we were wanting to talk about was meeting up with having local live events, right? And how to market them out and how to really just make them as successful as possible. So with local live events, Bianca is the one that actually posts them out through all the sites and different pages and so forth, and email blasts and all that. So a couple things is I'm going to let her go through the different companies and so forth. But a couple things that you want to do is, especially within your own email list, even if you have 10 people that are just friends that are in your email list, you need to start to build an email list up that will allow you to be able to stay continuously engaged with your audience, right? With your audience.
Mm.
And that is a huge thing because then it's there. If you send something out that's interesting and tell your friends and family, like, or some of your customers, if this was interesting to you, forward this on to someone else so that way they can subscribe to your email list as well, right?
Yeah.
So, which I think Aweber is kind of lacking a little bit in order for other people to subscribe to it if someone forwards it. So we got to figure that out. So Philip Hankey, oh, that must be someone you know.
Yes.
Bragtig, okay. That must be African talk. I'm just kidding.
It is, yes.
Okay, I figured it was like sound English. Okay. And so some of the other things is you have the opportunity to be able to be a part of some groups that are of who your audience is, right? And it's important to stay engaged with certain groups. So this way you can know who your audience is. You can stay engaged, stay learn to understand who you are and trust you, right? And being consistent with it. So we own a group that Bianca helps me manage, and I have people like Marquel who add in great content into it. But you have a lot of people that will just spam the groups and just splatter the wall with advertising without ever being engaging and without ever, looking to have conversations or asking questions or providing truly valuable content into the group. And so we do allow some people's like radio shows or podcasts or whatever if we find that it adds value. So you want to make sure that if there's like a couple, 2 or 3 groups that you can stay continuously engaged with, then people will be more open to seeing what you have going on, right?
Yeah.
And then another way that people can advertise, but doesn't always work, right? It always talks about like if you're being engaged again with your audience, and that is through creating an event on Facebook, right? And then inviting everybody out to that. But just because you invite everyone out, Facebook isn't, I know, right, Eric? Facebook, Facebook is not going to advertise your group for you. So even if you do invite people, people aren't always going to see that invite, because if you ever look at like your notifications, sometimes you could wake up the next morning and you have like 200 notifications, 100 notifications. It's so much. It's just too much. So again, marketing out in a proper way. So that is something that you can do, and depending on what platform you're using. So you can do that, and you can share that within the groups or with some of your friends. And then you can ask some of your friends and family, can they please share the event, especially to those who they find can add value back to what it is that you're looking to market to, and the individuals you're looking to connect with. The other one that we use is Eventbrite. Now, I'm not really going to get into it a lot because Bianca did an amazing video on Eventbrite, and you can find that on my YouTube page, right? Is it up on my YouTube page?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. For Connecting Atlanta. So I'll post a link and stuff like that in here. And also, if you guys are, just a side note, if you guys are looking for an amazing virtual assistant, Bianca is absolutely amazing. And we'll post her website up here too for you as well. And then that's it. So Bianca, what are some of the other places and some tips and suggestions that we post out the different events when we were putting like over 72 workshops on?
Yes. So Facebook is one of the sites that you mentioned. So we do a lot on social media, including Instagram and LinkedIn. And then those that aren't social media sites, we do, or rather, we post it on local groups or local websites like alignable. So people that are in the area know that there's something happening, especially in your area, in the Atlanta area. Then it's other sites like Reddit, but that's more, it's a bigger group. It's not just a local area. Then there's Eventful, Atlanta Downtown, and Score has been a big one as well that we've been posting to.
And Score is a great partnership. So if you find that some of the events that you're doing fall in line with their organization, so you can actually partner with them and become a speaker and put events on with them. And then you can invite your own people out to their events, because a lot of times it's either cost, it's either inexpensive, like 10 or 20 bucks to attend one of theirs. Sometimes they do free stuff. But that is a great organization. It's a nonprofit. They're all over the United States. So it doesn't matter where you are, but you can get connected with them. And a lot of their individuals that are in their network are either brand new at business, or excuse me, or they were looking for a specific mentor to help them take their business to the next level, right? Because you have a lot of mentorship and stuff like that in there as well.